The Student Supports and Accommodations tables for MSTEP, My Access, SAT with Essay, PSAT 8-9 and PSAT 10, ACT Work Keys, and WIDA assessments. The Student Supports and Accommodations tables organize allowable supports by assessment, content area, support type, testing mode, and means of access. In this video, we will discuss how the Supports and Accommodations tables, located in the Supports and Accommodations guidance document, provides information on the supports and accommodations available to students for MSTEP, My Access, SAT with Essay, PSAT, ACT Work Keys, and WIDA. Universal tools are available to all students. Designated supports is a designation made by a teacher or administrator who works with a student, and accommodations require a designation on a student's Individualized Education Program, or IEP, or Section 504 plan. It is also important to note that the universal tools, designated supports, and accommodations used on the assessments must be ones the student is already familiar with and is using during regular instruction. A mismatch in the types of supports offered can cause significant difficulties for students at the time of testing and could potentially impact students' test scores negatively. The support type column provides a brief description of the support offered. In each assessment and content area table, the mode column indicates the testing mode, online or paper pencil, in which the support can be used. Included in the mode column is an indication whether a support is available as an embedded feature in the online test delivery system, or if it must be used as a non-embedded external resource. Embedded supports are a feature of the online test delivery system. Examples include text-to-speech, masking, contrasting colors or color choices, and video sign language, to name a few. The embedded supports must be assigned in the DRC Insight Portal, or WIDA AMS, prior to generating test tickets for the students at the time of testing, and are indicated by an E in the mode of testing column. Students should practice using these online supports prior to testing in the Online Tools Training, or OTTs, in the DRC Insight Portal. Non-embedded supports are indicated by an NE in the mode of testing column. All paper pencil supports are considered non-embedded. Pay particular attention to these designations because not all supports are available for both modes. In the How to Access column, one or more of 4 symbols will be displayed next to the support type. A check mark indicates a feature that must be set by the test administrator in the DRC Insight Portal prior to testing. A dark circle indicates the material must be ordered or downloaded through the MDE Secure site. A diamond shape indicates that the support must be recorded in the DRC Insight Portal as something the student will be using. And an uppercase B indicates that this support must be bubbled on the paper pencil student answer document when used. If a particular support is regularly used by a student, but it is not listed in the tables, it is considered a non-standard support or accommodation. If educators do not see a particular support listed in the table for each test and are interested in providing that support for a student, send an email to mde-oeaa@michigan.gov. In the email, include the following information. In the subject line, put Accessibility Support Request for MSTEP or My Access, the educator's name, school district, and contact information, a description of the desired accessibility support to be provided to a student, and an explanation of why the accessibility support may be needed for the assessment. The My Access Student Supports and Accommodations tables list the available options for My Access Functional Independence, Supported Independence, And participation, English language arts, mathematics and science, and FI social studies assessments. Participation and supported independence are paper pencil assessments for students, so all universal tools, designated supports, and accommodations listed as available are for a paper pencil administration. For all College Board assessments, all accommodations for the SAT, PSAT 8-9, and PSAT 10 must be requested using the College Board's SSD online system. College Board approved accommodations will result in college reportable scores, and students will count as tested in the state accountability system. However, some accommodations that are considered state allowable will result in student test scores that are not college reportable, but student scores will still count towards the state accountability system. Information and accommodation procedures for the SAT, PSAT 8-9, and PSAT 10 may be found in each assessment's respective test administration manuals, the SAT Coordinator Manual, the PSAT 8-9 Coordinator Manual, and the PSAT 10 Coordinator Manual. For ACT Work Keys, there is no formal approval process for the ACT Work Keys assessment. However, some accommodations will result in student scores that are not eligible for the National Career Readiness Certificate, even though the scores are still state allowable and count towards the state accountability system. In the ACT supports and accommodations tables, there are two symbols. A dark circle indicates the material must be ordered or downloaded through the MDE Secure site, or an uppercase B, which indicates that the support must be bubbled on the paper pencil student answer document when used. For a list of allowable supports and accommodations that provide students with a National Career Readiness Certificate, please refer to the ACT Work Keys Accessibility Supports Guide. For WIDA, educators seeking information for the online and paper pencil forms of the WIDA Access for ELLs and the WIDA Alternate Access for ELLs should download the Access for ELLs Accessibility and Accommodation Supplement from the WIDA Resource Library on the WIDA website. For universal tools, designated supports, and accommodations specific to the early literacy and mathematics benchmark assessments, refer to the Early Literacy and Mathematics Benchmark Assessment Supports and Accommodations table and resources. Do you still have questions? For all additional questions regarding Michigan State assessments and the associated universal tools, designated supports, and accommodations, contact the Office of Educational Assessment and Accountability, or the OEAA, at mde-oeaa@michigan.gov or call 877-560-8378.